What audiences should you be targeting in order to get the best results and find more motivated seller leads on Facebook and Instagram ads? That is the question we're going to be answering today. And we're going to be going over a little bit of a presentation that we do, just a section of it. But if you want to see the entire presentation and training, you can go ahead and click the link at the bottom of this video. Now, when it comes to targeting, there's a couple things we need to understand for a base layer. So it becomes very pivotal once you start understanding Facebook and Instagram ad strategy and how to spend your money to be able to kind of divide your audiences up. So the first thing we want to do is we want to divide it by traffic temperature. So where we start is with cold, warm, and hot. Now, a lot of you may be familiar with this. It may look a little bit different when we actually apply it, though, to a real estate audience. So first on cold. This is going to be a broad mixture of motivation. This is going to be a very broad targeting. We're looking at doing primarily, most people will just do a broad targeting and geographic based. So we're using our ad copy and our images to sift out people who wouldn't be a good fit, but we're not doing anything on the targeting level to sift them out. So this is going to be a very cold approach. It's going to be our more broad, expansive approach, right? Our warm audiences are going to be those that are most likely to be motivated. So these are going to be people that we're gathering and using through lookalike audiences. Nowadays, this is called a special ad audience. A lot of people thought that this was actually taken away from Facebook, that you couldn't use data that you could upload or data that you could collect to create what is a special ad audience or lookalike audience, which essentially is just a similarity audience. So Facebook's algorithm looks at the audience that you selected and it says, hey, we have 1 to 3% similarity characteristics in all of these people. And we're going to add them all into one audience where you can target them. So it's going to go out, search all of the people that you have on that audience that you selected and look at their online traffic, where they're going, what they're doing, what they're interested in, what they're searching, basically everywhere that's tracking them. And then it's going to find people who are similar to them within 1 to 3%. And it's going to target those people. Now, this tends to be our top performer, actually. And so we do typically spend more money on this. We have another video that shows you how much you should be spending per audience style. So you can check that out on our YouTube channel. But typically, this is where we're going to see the best results in terms of deals made. So we want to focus on that, those who are most likely to be motivated. And then lastly, we have our hot traffic. So this is going to be people with proven motivation, our retargeting audiences. And I thought what we could do is we could dive into the actual audiences that we're using for our targeting, so you have a better idea of what you could be doing inside of your ad account and where it breaks down inside this traffic temperature. Now, obviously, cold isn't going to have any real changes. It's just going to be broad based off the geographical area that you're focusing on. Now, our lookalike audiences come from a couple different places. So one is going to be our page engagement. So anyone that's going through our Facebook page or engaging with our Facebook page or our Instagram page from any of our ads in the past or organically, we want to track those and create that into a lookalike audience. Second is going to be video views. So if we're using any videos in our ads, which I highly suggest doing, or at least testing with still image videos, allowing Facebook to create those automatically, we're definitely going to want to be gathering that data, who's watching those videos, and then being able to create that into lookalike ads. Those people who are watching more are going to be more, those are going to be more important to us. Third is going to be website visits. So anyone who's going to our website, we want to make sure that that pixel is firing. We're tracking those audiences and then creating them into lookalike audiences. Fourth is our custom data. So this is going to be stuff like mailing lists, text lists, phone call lists. You can go down to your local title office, ask them to pull data on the type of homes that you're looking for. Maybe it's people who've been in those homes for 15 years or more. They're located in these areas. And then you're going to go skip trace that and upload it to Facebook, or just upload it with the mailing addresses and names of the owners. That's going to be custom data that you can be using that's going to help us to be able to create lookalike data. And then lastly, obviously, our lead forms. So anything that people are submitting lead forms, if we're doing lead gen type of ads, we want to make sure that we've got those selected as well to be able to create into a lookalike audience. Now, these aren't just used for lookalike audiences. These are also used for our bottom of funnel audiences. So when we create lookalike audiences, we just target those lookalike audiences in our middle funnel. Then our bottom of funnel, we have a specific budget that goes just to these audiences of the people that are actually on them, not the similarity audiences. So that's kind of how we differentiate who we target. And we do that so that we each have, we have budget specifically for those people. We know that in our lookalike or special ad audiences, those are going to be a lot bigger. So we need more budget going there. But there's also a lot more potential that we're going to find motivated seller leads over there. Whereas our bottom of funnel is going to be very direct, very niche. So Facebook's not going to want to run it as much, but we can go with a lower ad spend. So we stay in front of those people and we get a little bit more brand recognition. We get a little bit more leads that we wouldn't have through any other type of marketing. So we just want to stay in front of them as much as possible because we already know that they have some type of filtered motivation. So that's how we run our targeting. We also will use some seller interests if we're doing stuff on our middle funnel, focusing on things like high equity, line of credits or high equity loans. Those could be really good places to start as well. But I definitely recommend putting your time and effort into collecting these audiences and then creating them into lookalike audiences, because 9 times out of 10, that's where our deals come from. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know. If you want to watch the entirety of this training that goes through all the different ads we have, the budget that we use, and more breakdown into what campaigns we're using at each level of our strategy, as well as the ad copy and media, feel free to click the link below this. We'll get you in there. And if you guys have any questions, comment, like the video, subscribe. We want to be able to present content to you guys that's helpful. It's going to help you find more motivated seller leads specific to your situation, help you grow your business. All right, feel free to comment below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.